So what we got here is the torque sequence for the cams. So back down here it says remove cam bracket bolts by loosening them gradually in several stages in reverse sequence shown in left figure. So you want to do it in this sequence here. So that's what we're going to follow. So the reason you want to do these in an order is because the camshafts are so long that they can actually snap if there's too much torque in one spot. So that's why they say to like go back and forth, and then when you tighten it down you start in the middle and you work your way out to the ends, so that way it's not like tighten down here and then you try to tighten this and it just snaps. So yeah.
One thing you'll notice when you're loosening the bolts for the cam bracket is that they may seem like they're very hard to turn, but that's actually because of such tight clearance of the bracket and the bolt, not because it's stuck in the head necessarily. It's because, you know, oil kind of seeps down in there and then heats up and cools down and heats up, just builds up like a, you know, a layer of stuff to basically take up the room between the bolt and the bracket. So sometimes it's hard to turn the bolts, and that's because the bolt is actually stuck in the bracket. So if it's tough to turn, don't worry about it. They'll come out. Just make sure the bolt is actually moving up and out of the head, and then you can just try and get that bolt out later when it's not connected to the head.
So here's the torque sequence for the head, and there it says remove the bolts in reverse order of the figure. So we're basically going to start from the outside and work our way in, same as the cams. And then there's two little 10mm bolts at the back of the head by the transmission, which I already removed, and then there's one in the front here, so you can take that out. Which I need to find. I do not see it. Is that it right there? Yep, that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your little, did you get it loose? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
$26-year-old head gasket. Still good. I'm gonna reuse it. No, I'm not. There's the oil restrictor.
Oh, okay.
So this little screw snapped off. Have to get that out of there and rethread it. Might have to drill the head out for a bigger size, but we'll see. But cylinder walls look pretty good. Still has crosshatch in there. As you can see, the crosshatch pretty much still in place. So, yep. Time will tell on what I do next. There's the bolt that snapped off from the head. Alright guys, so basically I got the rusted bolt out of the block without having to drill it or anything. And see if I can focus. As you can see, maybe the threads are still good in there. But anyway, how I got it out was basically I hit it with some PB Blaster and then let it sit overnight. And then I hit it with a propane torch to heat it up. Not a lot, just like, I didn't make it like red hot or anything. I just kind of wanted to warm it up so that it wasn't cold. And then I took my trusty vice grips here and clamped onto it and twisted, and it just unscrewed. So luckily the threads are good, and I just need to get another bolt to replace it with, so can't complain there. Also, we'll get a little bit closer look at the head here. Sorry, I'm sniffling. Here in Virginia, it's been like 70 degrees, then 40 degrees, then 65 degrees, then 50 degrees, and just wreaking havoc on me. Anyway, so I got the intake manifold off, as you saw. The new one's going to go on. I'm not sure if I need to take out these studs or not. Figure it out. I ordered Tomei metal gaskets to go on exhaust side and intake side. So then we'll put my, well, not immediately, but eventually we'll have to take these caps off, get the valve springs out of there and the retainers, and replace them with the BC valve springs and retainers, and the SuperTech valve seals to go in there. And then we'll do the HKS 272 Step 1 cams, which are supposed to be just drop-in because they're the same base circle as the stock cams, so it should use the same, what do you call them, spacers, whatever they're called, that sit underneath these caps. I'm going to show you real quick, maybe, if I can get my hands on one. No, it's not letting me get a hold of it. I cut my nails. Anyway, they look like a little battery that goes in a watch. That's about the size they are, and they sit underneath the cap here, and it gives you space between the valve and the cap. So anyway, we'll probably have to remeasure those because I'm putting new springs and retainers in. Shouldn't make a difference because the valve is the same length, and once you compress the spring, it'll be the same. But anyway, we'll measure just for, you know, safety's sake or whatever. So yeah, guys, appreciate you sticking with me. I'm trying to get some videos out. As you can tell, I'm sick. Family's been sick, but trying to get stuff done. Crank is still at the machine shop, getting the machine work done for the spline drive. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to stay notified, and next video will be that. Ooh. Hike is delete.